Ronnie, why is Sheffield so different than anywhere else?
I think it's like that for everybody. I was speaking to one of the press guys yesterday, and he was like, "Oh, I'm dreading Sheffield. It goes on so long." The matches go on till like 11, 12 o'clock. So we're there at 8 and don't finish till like 10, 11 at night. And even for you guys, you know, you get on a late game, you know, it's a long day, you know.
It is.
And,
It's a long few weeks, actually.
you know, and a week of that is a lot, but then you times up by 2 and then add on another 3 days. It's a long time, you know, and just trying to hold it all together. You're never going to, you know, a week you can just come out the blocks, bang, and hit the ground running. Whereas Sheffield, you can, you know, you're going to hit the ground running, and then you're going to slow down, and you're going to get a run, you know. So you kind of go through all the different gambit of momentum shifts, you know. So it's quite tiring. Takes its toll.
Is that the biggest challenge because it is so long, 17 days? I mean, is it something that you can prepare for mentally? Because it's so grueling.
Yeah, I think you can, you know, a little bit like boxer trains for 12 rounds or 15 rounds like they used to. You know, you sometimes got to go beyond the distance. So like some days I'll play for 6, 7 hours. You know, one day a week, I pick a day a week when I go, okay, I'm going to play for as long as I can. I don't know when that day is going to be. It's a day when I feel like I can do it. Because if I say I'm going to do it today, I go in and after an hour some days, I'm like, oh, I can't do this, I've got to go home. Not as good at sticking to it like I used to be, you know. So I now go, okay, if I'm going to play 3 or 4 days a week, hopefully on one of them days I'm going to be really going, oh, this is coming easy. And then I'll just play for as long as I can. I usually get to about 4 or 5 hours. If I can get to 5 hours, I'm thinking, wow, that's a big day. So I think you can prepare for it and kind of go, well, at least once a week I'm playing for a long time. So at least when you get to Sheffield, you sort of think, okay, you know, if I play a 2-session match, probably going to play for 5, 6 hours.
I suppose like running, isn't it? If you're training for a half marathon or a marathon, you know, you're like getting the miles in by spending so long practicing. What about the venue itself, the Crucible, compared to everywhere else, and the fans and everything that comes with such an amazing tournament?
See, I think, see, for me, it's not the venues. Always, when I used to have a nice venue, but the most important thing is, can you get in and out of the venue without getting disturbed? Sheffield, no. Can you sort of get to your dress? You know, it's really difficult to just avoid the crowds at Sheffield as a player, you know. And the best venue for me is when we played at Wembley Conference Centre. We drove in under car park, boom, gate shut behind you. Pulled up, out there, dressing room was just through there, practice tables was there, bumps, match table was there. It's like you didn't have to sort of go through all these different places, crowds of people. You know, you could just go in, peace and quiet, you know, and just get ready for your match.
That's why they all want a piece of you, though. And
yeah, but what I'm saying is Conference Centre was ideal.
Right.
So you could just really, I love playing there because it was just, you go there, do your job, and you ain't got to put up with all the thing. But Sheffield, you can't avoid it. And that's why, for me, it isn't a brilliant venue. You know, playing there, yeah, great. 1 table, boom, 2 table, atmosphere, fantastic. But actually for socialising in there and relaxing and getting your food and spending like the whole day there if you want to, you wouldn't want to. It's not the most, you know, there's grey walls, the cafeteria is not the greatest, you know, go through the crowds. It's not, you know, it's just not easy to kind of just go about your business and just think, I can, you know, get my peace and quiet, get my practice done and play my match. So in that way, it doesn't tick any boxes really, but yeah, it's got history. So for me, the most important thing is the facilities, you know, like around the event. You know, I'd rather have 10 out of 10 facilities, and then maybe the venue, maybe 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. That becomes the least important thing. Yeah. Because, you know, I can play anywhere. And I played in Leicester and played in some places where you think there's no crowd. It's like really, but yeah, it's fine. You know, it's a table. We've got a referee, pot a few balls. I can cope with that. But what I can't cope with is the dramas and the stress and the hassle. You want all that sorted. Like,
how do you make sure that you don't get kind of too hung up on that drama? You've said, you know, it's like a zoo, a circus at times.
I don't go in the Crucible until very late of a night. You know, I'll just get in there when everyone's gone home, basically, or they're watching the match, and I'll just slip in when it's quiet. I won't be going. I don't go there when there's crowds of people outside. You know, for the morning, the evening matches, the afternoon. I just stay away. You know, in fact, you know, I don't spend much time at the Crucible really, just because it is quite, you know, demanding in a way. You know, so I just think, okay, you know, just stay away, rent my house, and just do my hobbies. Try and get a bit of practice in the evening when it's really quiet, and then just go there for my matches, you know, and just try and get in, boom, boom, and get it as done as peacefully as can.